Today I will be presenting and talking about the uses and benefits of medical marijuana. Medical marijuana is a plant that is grown naturally, and this can either be grown on a farm or in a lab, in your backyard if you want to. Marijuana is fairly classified as an illegal drug. However, people have used medical marijuana as medicine for centuries. One great use of medical marijuana is to relieve pain. Recent years have shown that there's a rise in opioid abuse across America. Many people get hooked on drugs like heroin because they start on opioid painkillers prescribed to them by their doctors. When you consider the addictive nature of the painkillers that are prescribed by doctors, it is clear that medical marijuana is a safer way to relieve pain. Medical marijuana has never caused an overdose and is not addictive. So why would you outlaw a natural painkiller in favor for a chemical one? In states where medical marijuana is legal, the overdose rates are almost non-existent. The government should legalize medical marijuana and try to end the painkiller epidemic and addiction. Marijuana has been used medically for centuries. Researchers found recorded use of cannabis as medicine was in 2727 BC in Chinese Pharmacopoeia. Just as humans used cannabis as medicine in ancient China, as they do today. 15 years ago, physicians began hearing that patients were using cannabis instead of prescription opioids for pain. Even before modern doctors were legally prescribing marijuana for pain relief, people knew of its pain-relieving properties. More and more states every year are changing their views and laws on medical marijuana. States are going to continue to legalize marijuana as studies further show the real effects of marijuana in the public's perception and shifts. Things are just going to keep improving for the medical marijuana legalization because of studies proving the medical uses of the plant and all the benefits that it has. Most of the older members of society are against marijuana being used in any way because of how the reputation of marijuana was in the past. Hopefully today's younger generation sees past the false information and utilizes the medical use of marijuana worldwide. States with medical marijuana have significantly lower overdose rates. America is in an interesting position with medical marijuana. Since it is legal in some states and not in others, interesting comparisons can be made. Researchers have found that states with medical marijuana laws have a 24.8% lower annual overdose death rate compared to states without medical marijuana laws. When looking at these statistics, it is hard to argue that the benefits of medical marijuana as a means to end opioid abuse. Some people might say that marijuana is a gateway drug to other more serious drugs, and that legalizing marijuana would be only inviting drug use into communities. However, the study cited in Alcoholism and Drug Abuse Weekly has shown when it comes to medical marijuana and a lower opioid overdose rate, the connection strengthened over time. Making marijuana legal medically is a small step towards changing the negative reputation that marijuana does not deserve. The fact that it will save lives is one of the best reasons for the government to continue reassessing its position. The government should legalize marijuana for medical use to try and end painkiller epidemic and addiction. Painkillers have killed thousands of people throughout the years with no end to the issue in sight. States where marijuana is legal have fewer prescriptions given to the patients, which leads into a drop of the rate of overdose and death. The researchers found that doctors in a state where marijuana is legal ended up prescribing an average of 1,826 fewer doses of painkillers per year. This proves that the epidemic can easily be ended with legalization. Marijuana is beneficial in many ways for many different treatments. Cannabis preparations have been used as remedies for thousands of years, and the active ingredients of the plant can be used to put in a multitude of medical conditions. Medical marijuana was that used in history before the use of opioids. The use of opioids isn't needed for medical pain. If humanity survived for thousands of years without opioids and used marijuana for the pain, then today's society should recognize that. Showing the full potential of marijuana and how opioids were never needed in the first place, so the addictions and deaths stop. The government needs to allow doctors to do more tests and research to reveal the full potential of marijuana instead of use of painkillers. Studies show that medical marijuana is trending toward being a solution to the opioid epidemic. Marijuana has gotten a bad reputation and is made illegal, but it has been used medically for thousands of years. Studies have also shown that it aids in prevention of opioid abuse and also aids in helping cancer. The government should prioritize the saving of lives and not holding on to out-of-date opinions on natural medicine.